It's a beautiful day out, and I decided to ride my skateboard down at the beach. Skateboards are really fun, but you have to wear a helmet when you ride one because you can go quite fast and you want to be well protected. Well, I've got my helmet and I'm ready to go. Look how it turns and leans. Woo, I'm going fast. It's a lot of fun to swerve back and forth on a skateboard. Look how strong it is, too. Even when I put all my weight on it, it barely even bends. I wonder what makes this board so strong. This is Michael. He works at a company called Powell Peralta and has invited us to see how skateboards are made here. Have a look at all the different kinds of skateboards they make. They have an entire warehouse full of them. Skateboards in all kinds of shapes and forms. And they make the boards and the wheels right here. Now, the first thing you need for a skateboard are thin sheets of wood, hard rock maple wood, also called veneers. And Michael has a lot of them here, stacks and stacks of them. Their skateboards are made from 7 layers of these veneers. To make boards really strong, the board makers glue 7 sheets of veneers together. Have a look at these 2 pieces of veneer. Can you see how some of the wood has slightly dark lines going from top to bottom and the other from left to right? These lines are called wood grain, and they show us how the wood grew. The grain lines start at the root of the trees and continue all the way up to the top of the tree, which is also called the crown. Trees give their wood these lines when they grow taller and taller. And the wood of trees has to be the strongest in the direction that the tree grows, which is up, so it does not break when a strong wind or storm pulls on its crown. So this piece of wood was cut so the grain would go from top to bottom. It is the strongest from top to bottom. And this here was cut so it would be the strongest from left to right. It is the strongest across. To make the skateboards the strongest it can be, skateboard makers alternate the veneers with different direction of wood grain. They start with the strongest from top to bottom, then add a layer which is strongest across, then another from top to bottom, and so forth. It's the mix of the 7 different layers that make the board strong in all directions. The veneers then get pre-selected for quality and sanded to be the same width in this big sanding machine. It's a bit hard to see, but this large sanding band inside the machine makes them thinner and thinner, and they come out at the end all the same thickness. Now that they're all the same, they get coated with glue and stacked in 7 layers. Next, they get pressed together for 45 minutes until the glue is dry and strong. When they get pressed together like that, the board also takes shape, and it gives it its kicks at the end. I asked Michael if I could be of any help, and he said, yes, you can deliver some of these veneer stacks. So I did. This cool machine drills 8 even holes into the veneer stacks at the same time. When the boards get assembled later, the trucks that hold the wheels will be attached here. Now the board is cut to the shape of an actual skateboard by this tool called a rotary saw. It spins super fast and cuts every veneer stack exactly like the next. These experts then sand down the edges to make them smooth, and the wood part of the board is finished. Hey, did you see me there? Working hard today. Now the only thing that's missing is a cool design. Gabriel is printing a design onto a plastic vinyl. He pushes the paint onto this frame through the small holes in the screen, and then they stick to the plastic. After the paint is dried, it gets glued onto the skateboard. These 2 wheels put pressure on the printed vinyl, making only the image stick to the board. Now what is missing are the wheels. They're also made here in this factory. The wheels are made from a material called polyurethane, a material that is strong and yet flexible. The hot and fluid polyurethane is poured into these aluminum molds. The molds give the wheels their round wheel form with the hole in the middle. To make the fluid polyurethane become hard and still flexible enough to ride on a rough surface, it needs to be baked in an oven. The people that work here have to be very careful because this oven is very hot. When the wheels are done baking, the mold is removed in this machine, lifting out the middle part that served as a spacer for the holes in the wheels. A few busy hands remove them from the aluminum molds and they get dumped out onto the floor to cool down. To be really good wheels, they get cut to size and shaped on the edges by this machine. A sharp blade cuts the excess away. Next, this cool-looking machine prints designs onto the side of the skateboard wheels. The 3 ice cream cone-looking pads you see are stampers. Each of them picks up a bit of ink from the 3 frames, and the wheels are printed in 3 steps. Every printing pad adds a bit more of the final design, until the design is completed. Well, now that the wheels are done, I offered my help up again. Did you see me riding by? Wait, you didn't? Let's do that again in slow motion. For you to see all the parts that go into a skateboard, we assembled them all. The 7 layers of veneer, the wheels, the tracks, the base plates, the spacers, screws, and all the ball bearings, more screws, and the grip tape for the top surface. To show you how they all fit together, Carlos will put a skateboard together for us. We were told he's really fast. Let's see how quick he is. The clock is ticking. Four minutes and 10 seconds. That was fast. Thank you, Carlos. Now we know why skateboards are so strong. They're made from 7 layers of veneer with alternating wood grain. Let's go see if it rides nicely. I do appreciate my skateboard even more now. Maybe I can even build one myself. Ask your adult to build something with you. Maybe out of wood or cardboard or paper. Here I go.